Everyone, welcome to Asterisk on VPS.com, where we give you tutorials on how to install Asterisk on VPS. Okay, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to install Asterisk on and FreePBX on an OPENVZ server. Okay, the first thing you are going to do is you are going to come to this website, Asterisk on VPS.com, and look for this article, how to install Asterisk and FreePBX on an OPENVZ server. Right. Then you need to open your SSH client, log into your PS. Okay. There's the root. Okay. Now, I'm using a 64-bit CentOS on CentOS 5, so I'm going to remove all 32-bit packages from YAM. These may cause some hard to find problems. Okay, so I'm going to remove all of them. I recommend 64-bit, and also please use this on CentOS 5, not on CentOS 6. CentOS 6 will require something else. Clean YAM, enter this YAM group install. Okay, now we want to remove everything here, so and then we have to reinstall them later. We only reinstall what we want, so that we can get rid of anything that is 32-bit. So I'm going to paste. I'm going to paste everything. Okay. In this case, we are lucky that none of these were installed. In some cases, you might find these are installed. You will have to paste 9 times. And now here it shows that nothing has been installed. As long as you don't, it doesn't ask you yes or no for everything. It means everything has been removed. It's not there, so we are fine. Now, we want to prevent 32 packages from being installed when we update our YAM. So I'm going to install this program called Nano for editing. I prefer to use Nano to VM because it's easier to use. Okay, so I'm installing Nano there. Once I'm done with Nano, then I can enter this command. This command says Nano and then this file. What it means is we are opening this file so that we can edit it. Okay. Okay. So now Nano, that you see the file is open. Let's go to the bottom of the file and add this, which is in red. Once we have added, click Control, then X, then you click Y to confirm, and then you press Enter. Okay. Now we can update our YAM. So now it's updating, but it's excluding all 32-bit packages. It won't update or install the 32-bit packages. So here it's downloading all the packages that are required to update or to install if they do not exist. So there we are. We have finished downloading. Now we need to install them now. Now it's installing or updating all the files so that we get the new YAM files. It is very important that you follow these instructions exactly the way they are written here. And whilst we are installing there, I would like to explain something else. Here, all these gray items or these bold items, they are all instructions, right? Instructions on how to install, right? So everything that is in blue, these are commands that we have to copy and paste. So this is just telling you what we are doing now, and this is what you are doing. You put these commands where you have got a pound key. It shows that you are pasting this alone. Everything that is under that pound key, you are testing it. But you for instance, here you enter this, and then you enter this command, and you enter, and then you go to the next one, you go to the next one. But when it comes to something like this, you've got a pound key here, and you've got a lot of things here. All you do is you are copying everything that is under that pound key and pasting into your command line, right? So this is the same thing as here. You copy everything that is here, but if you've got one line there, you just copy here one line, right? And everything that is in red, when we are editing files, whenever you use nano command, you will see there's something red following it. All these red things are the things that we have to include into our file that we are editing, you see, right? Okay, we are still far. All right, so like here also we put nano there, the command, and then we add everything here. Nano, a command, and then we edit this in the file, you see. So everywhere we have red, we are editing a file. This is what we are putting into the file or editing in the file, right? So we have finished updating our YAM. Now we install group core. Install group core. After that, we will install the group base, which is this, so we can copy it and wait for this to finish. Okay, it is finished. Now we install group base. More files than the core. Okay, we've finished downloading. Now we are installing. (147) of them, the files that we are installing. All the instructions can be found on asterisk.vps.com. Asterisk.vps.com. If you have any questions, please just visit the site and put your questions on comments under the article on where you are having a concern, or you can if you are watching this video on YouTube, you can put your comment under the video, so I can answer all your queries. Right, we have finished. Now we are going to install all the dependencies that are needed. All the dependencies, we have just copy everything and paste. Trust me, all of them will be installed. After this, we'll paste that again, just to be sure everything has been installed. Okay, we have installed everything. Let's just repeat just to make sure that everything has been installed. Okay, nothing to do, so everything has been installed. Okay, now we remove all unnecessary packages so that we don't load our VPS with unnecessary processes taking place. Okay, let's shut down this daemon. Whatever we don't need, we want to remove. Now there is syslog installed, but we want to replace it with something else that is a better version. Okay. Also backward compatible. Okay, now we want to prevent some problems that occur normally in OPENVZ VPS. So we want to copy and paste this into this file. Paste, Ctrl X, Y, enter. Right, to save. Okay, and now we move to this copy. We want to disable Linux, so we scroll down here where it says Linux enforcing, just put Linux disabled. Ctrl X, Y, and enter. Now let's make sure that Linux is not running in this session. Now if we want to use LAN phones, you need to do this. Scroll to where it says disable yes and put disable no. Control X, Y and enter. Right, we are going to set our time zone. I'm going to put this I'm going to set this our time zone to Cairo, okay, because I'm also doing this video for a client who is in Egypt. Right, so we set our time zone there, and then we download all the packages. What we are doing here when we are downloading this line, it's for changing into this directory, and then when we are in that directory we put the wget command to download from FreePBX, and then this tar is for extracting, is this one. Now we want to extract, just put enter there. So we are extracting, because when it's a tar it's a compressed, and now we want the individual files and folders. Alright, now we move to download Asterisk in the same folder. Just over a minute left. Downloading Asterisk. Okay, once we have downloaded Asterisk, we would like to go into the Asterisk folder, and then we configure it, and later on we compile. Okay, this is what we are going to do next. Okay, just about 10 seconds left. Okay, so we extract, and then we move into the Asterisk folder. Configure. After this, it will give us a graphical user interface where we need to enter some settings. We won't enter a lot of, we just enter the minimum. Okay, add-ons, here we can select everything, it's not a problem. Right, I want you to note that we have selected format MP3 there. Okay, now we go to sounds, core sounds. Let's select U low and A low and GSM, which is the default. On music on hold, we can leave it as wave. extra sound packages, we can select ULO, ALO and GSM. Right, we are done. So okay, the way you move here, you don't use a mouse, you use your arrows, down arrows, right arrows. Like here I'm on the left, I want to go to the right, I click my right pointing arrow and then scroll down using the up and down arrows and then select using enter. So when that asterisk that star shows up, it means that is selected. Okay, so now I want to go to save, continue pressing the right arrow until you get to save and exit, then you go save and exit, you press your enter. Right, now because we selected MP3 on those sounds, we need to configure it. If you don't do that, the installation will fail. Okay, here we are. Right, after that we compile Asterisk. Take some time. Right now it's compiling the base asterisk. After that it will download all the sounds. So if you select more sounds, the more time it will also take to download those. And so just download the sound files that you really need. If you want to use the default files, just select GSM, or if you are unsure, just select GSM. Okay, we are done installing Asterisk. Now we are downloading the sound files. That's core sounds, ULO, English, EN means English. If you are using another language, I think there's Spanish, there's French, and there's Russian. I'm going to put some links on this site on where to get extra sounds, or if you want to replace these sounds, where you can get more sounds. And some are commercial, you buy, some are free. so you can download them. So I'm going to give you some links on this site later on. So if you can check maybe after 2 or 3 days from today it's January 29, 2013. So if you check 2 or 3 days, you'll find the files that I'm talking about, the links that I'm talking about. Now we are downloading extra sounds, English, ULO. This tutorial is in 2 parts. The first part shows you how to set up your VPS before you start installing, and then how to install Asterisk. And now the second part of this video, of this tutorial, will be how to install the FreePBX itself. For those who do not understand well, the Asterisk is the server. Your VoIP server is Asterisk. FreePBX gives you a graphical interface to Asterisk, so you can add in your other items. You can have a face to Asterisk. So FreePBX gives you things like how to add your extensions, functions like how to add your extensions and things like that. You see. So now we have just finished installing Asterisk. Let's create maybe an Asterisk user here. Oh, something is wrong. Okay, I can see these commas are not, inverted commas are not coming up. So let's go. Then we put the inverted comma. Okay. Then we put our Asterisk. Copy this. Paste. Then space. Copy this, copy, and then paste here. Right. So and press enter. Okay. And the home directory exists. Right, so let's make file exists. Let's see if we have permissions to the Asterisk. Okay, right. Okay, everything has worked well there. Now we configure our music on hold. Okay, so in Asterisk and FreePBX now, the thing is we are now using WAV files for music on hold. So sometimes you might need MP3s. You might have your music as MP3s. So this thing needs to convert the MP3s to WAV. So we are going to install this. It will make sure that happens. Okay. 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 Basically, this is it for installing Asterisk. In our next tutorial, we are going to start from here, so we can start preparing for installing FreePBX. Thank you for watching this video. Let's meet in our next tutorial.